The mentality of people depending on culture can vary. Some might be as a whole reclusive while others outgoing. Even societies who existed in different times can have similar mentalities. An example of which would be that both the militaristic Romans and the Japanese both had group mentalities. Some Romans in the military were sexually involved with their comrades. The reason behind this are debated, but one accepted reason is that it was to reinforce the group's significance. The fact that the Japanese had a tradition of rice agriculture, which made all the people in a village rely on each other, tends to be a start point for why many people, including myself, think of the Japanese as having a group mentality. Now, as for a more individualist approach, Americans tend to fall under this category, especially when compared to other countries. If we take baseball for an example, Americans tend to have an individualist mentality, while the Japanese tend to have more of a group mentality. An example of which is that Japanese people tend to downplay their own significance, and instead underline the importance of harmony within the collective to which they belong. Americans will accept contracts for the sake of money, while Japanese players won't because it would be putting their best interest before the team's. The Japanese are kept in the dark about salaries, and they prefer that so as to avoid trouble. Japanese baseball teams tend not to trade players and keep more of a family feeling to their teams, whilst Americans would rarely, if ever, show these kinds of bonds amongst teammates. Americans tend to show favoritism towards people who show exceptional skill and tend to ignore those who are decent, though not great.